What's going on, guys? I'm Drew with Comics Elite here with
Kyle, not Kevin.
It's time for the top 10 of the week. Here we go.
Yay!
Yep. We have 10.
I have 10.
I have 10. So there is one book we didn't get to read. It wasn't ordered, unfortunately. Miracle Man: The Silver Age, which I'm pretty pissed about.
Would have been number one, probably.
Yes, it would have. It's been on a hot streak.
Maybe, yeah.
Every issue has been. But I will probably be reviewing it this weekend with Wes on the Thinking Critical channel. It'll probably most likely be in the recommends of the week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we didn't unfortunately order it. And there will be a book in the stack that came out last week.
Yes.
But we got this week. Lunar is weird. Lunar is very weird. We got it this week. I can't explain it. So
I don't know.
But it will be in the stack this week.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we are on to number number 10. I got Flash 792.
I got Ghost Rider, number 11.
I skipped that. You skipped this.
Yes.
Why don't you talk about that piece of shit?
It's okay. I really like the art in this. I like what it's setting up. Now there is no first appearance in this. I know some people out there may have saying
the prospectors.
Yes, may have been saying
prospectors.
that you see a certain person riding a certain vehicle in this who does not show up.
Nope, it is a lie.
Yeah,
it does not happen.
Does not happen
because you know what? Hey, we actually read it. Right? Yeah.
So it does not happen. It is just going across the U.S. still, and the U.S. is
it's a 1970s cop procedural. It's like it's.
I like the premise of being on the road and finding yourself. Like I like that part, but
the only thing they're missing is a van.
Basically, yeah. Like all they need. It's again, this girl with the dragon tattoo is trying to hang on still and still try to be a thing. They're really, really trying to push that character, and I don't know if she's gonna last. She probably will. She'll take over the mantle, I'm assuming, but I hope not.
Yeah, she'll probably want to be the next Ghost Rider.
Yeah. But it's okay. It's setting up something. There's not a lot going on in this issue. I'm hoping the next one will be better. But like you said, the exhaust motorcycle of death that they somehow realize is evil. It's like no shit.
It's like Christine. It's
like it could have told you that. Yeah. Like
it's Christine. It's driving by, it's hunting down the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Yeah. And like, what? It's evil. It's like, duh. Like you fought the guy that it was made for, whatever. But it's setting up. It's okay. Better than this.
No, it's not. This is better than that. Flash 792. This was good.
No.
Art is solid. The dialogue is great as well. Majority of it is with Impulse and Flash, and their banter is great. I loved it. It's great. This is an example of kids written well. Actually, they're not insufferable. I like their dialogue. I was expecting cringe-inducing dialogue, but these two, they play off well with one another. I like
There's no stakes.
Yes, there is.
It's a joke.
They could get caught and they could die. Boom.
But they don't.
They could.
But they didn't.
They could have. And by the end, after stealing one of the enemy vehicles, our heroes make an interesting discovery. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Recommend. Yeah, Flash 792.
It's fun.
Yes.
Something.
Yes, it was. It was. Yes, it was. It was fun.
Something.
All right. So number 9, I got Harrower, number 1.
Daredevil, number 8.
You're much more forgiving on that than
likewise.
Yeah, Harrower, number 1. This had a very interesting opening. Cop killed in his house by someone or something.
It was his house?
Yeah.
Huh.
He and his others other people created called the Harrower, so what they believe. The police officer also had the mark or symbol of a sinner in his house. It appears that the whole town knows of the Harrower, and the kids in school are taught about him. Great, awesome setup, cool. And it appears some or most of the kids treat him like Santa Claus or Lemmy, like he never existed, which is a shame.
Freddy Krueger.
Or Lemmy.
That too.
But a group of teenagers had a little run-in with him later on, and there's a subplot with the son of the sheriff who was murdered by him, and that could make a very interesting turn in upcoming issues. Yeah. I'm going to recommend this. It's a very interesting horror comic, and I really want to see where it goes next. It's an example of a horror comic that's actually somewhat written well, because we've read a lot of bad ones.
Oh, yeah.
James Tynion. But, this is an example of a good one.
About that.
Yes.
A1.
Speaking of pieces of crap.
Yeah, Daredevil. It's a weird one.
It's weird.
Yeah. I eked it over because there was a lot of fighting in this. Now, it may not have been the fighting we wanted.
But we couldn't. It's all
Yeah.
muddled. It's all muddy. And Mark
Yeah.
Show's art is just like, who is that?
Yeah, just a lot going
Felt like
on.
I needed glasses to see what the hell was going on.
It felt grand in scale with the amount of people that were being fisted and the hand fisting.
The hand is fisting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had Punisher and trying to fist Daredevil.
Yeah, they were fisting.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of that, which I appreciated. It felt like there were stakes. Although I did find the fight between Matt and Frank
very
weak,
underwhelming,
and it just kind of ended, and it was just
okay. I had to go back. I'm like, wait a minute, did Punisher? Oh, he's not really the Punisher anymore.
He's not,
because it's bad.
The Fister.
Yeah, he's the Fister. The Fister just gave up.
Yeah, he did. And then a dragon was flying by, and
sure, why not?
And then they find out that this magical thing exists, and the Avengers are like, "All right, we need to probably step in and stop."
No, it's Spider-Man saying we need to stop him again.
Yes,
again.
And Iron Man and Captain America are like, I guess so.
And Iron Man's like, I hope he doesn't lecture me on poor income housing.
True.
Yeah.
And I also said Iron Man wasn't a drunken stoop, but hey, whatever, we don't know.
We don't know.
So it's okay. The art's really good though. So.
So we're on to number 8. I got Erratic to Recharge number 4.
I have Last Planet Monkey Prince number 11.
Woo, man, we're gonna have some different top 10. So Erratic 2, Recharge number 4. We open with Erratic, who's been betrayed by his father and is being forced to display his powers, but can't.
Bitch.
Yeah, so the bad guys go to town beating the crap out of his father to get him to show his powers, but he can't. You just feel so bad for this kid. He started telling him, look, I can't do it. I already used it, and they just don't buy it. They're not buying it at all. Yeah, and he loved his father, despite his father effectively ratting him out. I mean, his dad is an absolute piece of shit.
It's for the greater good.
Yeah, the greater good. Yeah. So Erratic gets sucked into the void by the leader of this faction and sent to a dark void dimension to be gobbled up. But can he survive? Without a doubt, this is the best title from AWA. The others are something. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, they are.
But this is a pure comic book, not a movie pitch, not a TV pitch. This is a pure comic. I love it.
I agree. Monkey Prince 11. So yeah, this had some interesting revelations, kind of in this.
Yes. We got some more origins.
Yeah, we got some origins and where Monkey Prince is from, and then what's going on with the parents, with the Phantom Zone, and all that stuff, which was really cool. And turns out parents. Maybe things going on with that, and with the Monkey King showing up in this too, and so you see them on there, and more revelations with that. This was really interesting. This was a lot of fun. This was the first one I actually was like, this was fun. Now you're leaning into the silliness and the goofiness. I can get behind it. So this was probably the best Monkey Prince issue thus far. So it was fun this week.
There you go. And that was the Ocho.
That was.
So that means we're on to number. Number 7, I got Little Monsters, number 10.
So high.
Yeah.
I have X-Men Legends, number 6.
So high, Kyle. Jesus. Little Monsters, number 10. So we see little Rami, how he came to be, that he was the first of the children. And we learn the truth about Rami and the other kids and why they are whom they are, why they haven't aged, all explained. But will Rami tell the others or keep it all secret? Will he lie to them about it?
Yes, he will.
Yeah, probably. Yes, he will. I mean, you got to read to find out. Yeah, this is a really good vampire series. Jeff Lemire is doing a great job revealing a mystery, and Dustin Wynn's art is terrific in the story. Love it.
X-Men Legends, number 6. Now, I've been hot and cold on this.
Yes and no.
The last issue I felt was a little dumb. But this one, I actually really liked it. Felt like it had more heart to it, I guess, than the last one. This is kind of what more I was expecting about. We get the backstory of Bishop and happened, as far as the plan he was trying to make and the alliances he was trying to gather to save some of the mutants, and then what transpired and now the motivations for why he wants to go after people. It's like it felt like this was a real comic, a real story, and this is Bishop being Bishop and taken seriously and having heart and an actual story and a full-fledged character. And it was like, oh, this is how it's done.
This is a team that understands Bishop, where he came
Yes.
from, and his motivations. Whereas you have the Bishop, pissing school college,
Yes.
and have no understanding of Bishop whatsoever.
And everyone's saying, Bishop, you're a fucking bitch. And he's like, maybe I am.
Maybe I'm a bitch.
Yeah, I think I am. I'm sorry.
Maybe I should have given them timeout cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to do better.
Yeah.
And this one, it's like, no, I'm fucked up, and this is why I'm fucked up, and this is why I need to do what I need to do.
Mhm.
This was great. Solid story.
Yep.
And amazing art.
Yes. Yeah. Willis. This is some of the best art from Willis Potasio in years. Probably.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm going to say probably in 20 years. This is the best art he's had in a long time.
It's fair.
All right, we're on the numbers. Number 6, I got Bloodstained Teeth. Number 9.
I have Joe Fix It, number 2.
Hey, how about that? You hated the first issue.
I did.
All right, so Bloodstained Teeth, number 9. Imagine my shock. This was flipping good. It was funny, had solid action, solid coloring. We have stakes, both meanings literally. Yeah, literally, figuratively. The opening with the Batman 89 spoof was hysterical, especially with how it ended.
Yes.
That was great. And the cliffhanger, it's going to get interesting. Yeah, this is a solid read. This is a lot of fun in a very tired genre, which is contemporary vampire stories. Danny Lores wrote a terrible one with vampires and werewolves, whatever the fuck that was, and so many other countless ones. But that one comes to mind because how bad it was. But this is an example of a really good one.
So you think that's better than Little Monsters?
No, it's tough. They're both vampire stories, but both are tonally different. The Little Monsters is much more somber.
Yes.
And kind of a gothic feel to it.
Yes, it does.
But this one is more. It's action, comedy, everything. Yeah, it's two polar opposites, but they're both very well told. Those are primarily, Little Monsters and Bloodstained Teeth are two examples of the best vampire comics right now.
That's fair. I agree with that. So Joe Fix It, number 2. It's a simple story. It's very basic of Kingpin wanting to get back at this guy that runs the casino, and I'm going to create some toxic gas that's going to turn everyone to that way I can use them as my will. And so then he sprays it in Joe Fix It's face, and that's it. I mean, it's simple. Fight breaks out, and that's, I mean, it's a simple story. It's not a lot going on here. It's not high society. It's not, high science here, but it's fun. It's okay. Some of the dialogue is actually pretty good, and I kind of like the part between Kingpin and Peter. Yeah, that part was really funny. Yeah, I did like some of that. So.
I love I enjoyed the opening was hysterical. So, Kyle, come on!
There's only so much I can take.
No, Kyle. Jesus.
But the fight's
Kyle's
good.
an example of someone who can't have fun when he reads a comic.
I guess. Because I want it to be good. Yeah, but it's not bad. It's getting to my top 10. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, we're on to number 5. I got X-Men Legends, number 6.
I have Avengers War Across Time, number 2.
So high, Kyle. All right. Yeah. So real quick, X-Men Legends, number 6. This was a great conclusion to the Bishop story. We really see what happened with Bishop, the deal he made, and how it all went to hell so fast, and it cost lives. Lives lost because of him and the good he wanted to do. It goes back to that saying, road to hell, paid with good intentions. And this is the prime example of that. We get a strong, clear vision and motive for Bishop, and this is the correct version of Bishop, not the shitting college fanfic bullshit that came out this week. Terrific art, dialogue. Now I want to go back and reread the Uncanny X-Men issues with Bishop. Back in the day, Willis was doing the art. I should probably be doing it after this.
Yeah.
Solid recommend. X-Men Legends, number 6.
Avengers War Across Time, number 2. Again, this was a lot of fun. I liked issue 1 much better than this. I don't know. It just felt like
there was a lot more action in issue 1.
A lot more action. This one, it's the Avengers.
It's fun. It's just a fun.
It's fun. It's a silly Silver Age just side quest of the Avengers need to go into the Baxter Building, and the Fantastic Four gun, and it's them having to break in.
Yep.
And then it's like, we have alarms and shit going on, and all the security system went haywire, and then Sindri shows up, and yeah, I mean it's pretty simple side, Silver Age romp. I mean it's fun. It's what you want. I had a good time. The art's still great.
Yes, it is. Alan Davis.
Yeah,
killing it.
Great.
I love how he draws
dialogue.
Iron Man.
Oh, I love the Iron Man.
Yeah.
I love dialogue.
Yep.
So yeah, it's all fun.
All right, number 4 of the week.
Oh,
I got Joe Fix It, number 2.
okay. I have Erratic recharged.
Wow,
to
so high,
4.
Kyle.
Yes.
Joe Fix It, number 2. I loved this issue. We open with Spidey going up to Joe Fix It's suite, and Joe has his harem of women around him in bed, laid out, exhausted. And he's all like, "Hey, Spidey, make yourself at home. Drugs to the left, hookers to the right." And Spidey's like, "No, thanks. I'm good." Hey, it's in Vegas, man. Have the Vegas stays in Vegas. But he's like telling him, like, "Well, you married? Whatever. Yeah, come on, man. It's a Vegas stays in Vegas." It's fun because it's Joe Fix It. He's a mobster enforcer. He is what he is, and just of course he's gonna be banging like 10 women in his penthouse apartment in a casino. Yeah. But Kingpin is up to no good. Go figure. Remember, he left unhappy in the previous issue, so he may have come up with something for Joe to work for him, and it gets ugly and violent at the end. I loved it. Great cliffhanger, great dialogue, a lot of fun. Joe Fix It, number 2. Need more from Peter David.
Yeah. So Erratic recharged. Again, this was a lot of fun. This is a character that I can get behind. It's teenage kids and high school kids done correctly. Much like Academy. It's he's Oliver's locked up and he has to show his powers, and his dad is trying to be like, hey, just do it, man, just do it. And then his dad gets his arms broken as a result of his son being like, I can't. And I just really like there were actual stakes in this. I really appreciated the dialogue and what the future is holding for this character and who shows up, and this was a lot of fun. I really have liked all 4 of these issues, and this is actually the best AWA has to offer.
Yes, it is.
By far. This is just a lot of fun.
All right, that was number 4. That was Erratic number 4.
Yep.
All right, so that means we're on to number... Number 3, I got Avengers War Across Time, number 2.
I have Nottingham.
Wow, so high, Kyle.
I know.
So Avengers War Across Time, number 2. This was a lot of fun. I had so much fun and enjoyment reading this. Once again, this is the quality you get when you have 2 professional, legendary creators working on a comic. Quality. This is what you get. Avengers go to the Baxter Building to use Dr. Doom's time machine to stop Kang, but something amiss happens. Like that. Yeah, someone else shows up to give the Avengers a very hard time. We have a very interesting cliffhanger. Yeah, this is Avengers at its best right now. I love it. Recommend.
Yeah. So Tales from Nottingham, number 1. Love the art continues to be amazing in this. So the story centers around Aya. Is that her name?
I think that's right. Yeah.
And Hamza and her lover at the point in time, and we see, the monarch elect at that point, and I don't want to give away too much.
It's hard. You get her origin.
Yeah, it's her origin.
And you get some backstory on King Richard as well.
Basically,
and what he may or may not have done.
Yes.
But we know what he probably did.
We know what he did.
Yeah, we know what you did.
We know what you did. You know.
Don't wince.
Yeah. Solid story in this. I love the backstory. I loved the way it was told. Art is fantastic in this as always. This is just a solid recommend. I have a lot of fun in this universe. So any more I can get of it, I'll take.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
All right, we're on to the dose. Number 2, I got Nottingham. Tales from Nottingham. Number 1.
Nice. I have Little Monsters.
Okay.
Number 10.
So let me finish my thoughts on Tales from Nottingham. Number 1. So I reviewed this on Wes's channel this past Saturday because technically it was released last week, but we didn't get it till this week. It's not Lunar in this week's stuff. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. But we're going into the past. And in this issue we follow Aya of the Hashashin, and her first kill, as well as Richard's past and act that he may or may not have had a hand in. We know what she did.
Yeah.
This was good. I don't want to spoil, like you said, don't want to spoil too much. Very fun, fast-paced, and action-packed read. there's a moment that kind of had me chuckling because it really tested the verisimilitude meter, but it was only a couple. It was only a couple of pages toward the end. It's like, I'll go. That's fine. Art is solid as well. Art is perfect. Yeah. Tales from Nottingham #1.
Yes, so Little Monsters 11. Solid.
Number 10.
Number 10. It is number 10. That was number 11. Number 10. I love the backstory here with the little kid. Well, he looks little, but he's the oldest of all of the vampires. And just his talk with the elder vampire here. And it really made sense. I was buying into it. I'm like, why aren't they getting any old, and it's like, so that's, because I'm like, I was under the assumption it was another way around as to why they were only eating animals and not humans. And now it's like, oh, makes sense now.
There's a reason.
Yeah. And so, and the fact that this character doesn't talk, he doesn't speak. So it's not like people are asking him, hey, so what's going on? What are we doing? And it's amazing. I have a lot of fun in this world, and I don't know. I just really like all the characters in this. Yeah. And with all the different kids and what they're going to do. And is he going to tell them or not? I don't know. But I'm excited to find out. And I like, it's just the right amount of dialogue in this story. And I'm noticing that this week, there's a lot of books which just overextends the dialogue. It's like he does such a good job in this of saying just enough. When you have a character that doesn't need to speak, but conveys everything with writing or just a few words.
Jeff Lemire realizes he's a storyteller because he's an artist as well. He understands you can convey a story with art as well as words. And if the art does it better than the words can, don't do the fucking words. Yeah. All right. It's like, I know it with my artist as well. I'm born of blood. If the artist is getting across the point that much better than I can with words, or to the point where I don't need to beat you over the head with it, fine. Yeah. I'm not going to put words in there.
And he's a guy that understands, and I love this vampire story. So it's a solid recommend for Little Monsters.
All right. We're on to numero. I got Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Number 120.
Nice. Oh, Batman and the Joker.
Yes, Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo, book 4.
Yes. As if it would be
anything else. Yes, as if it would be another Batman book. Come on, right now? No, it's not happening.
No, unfortunate.
Yeah. So we have to get Chip Zdarsky writing. So I'll say it. This is my favorite issue of the series so far.
Me too.
So we open on a wedding, and it's promptly crashed, ruined, and destroyed by the Joker, Harley, and his henchmen. Yeah. It's sad and darkly funny at the same time, which Mark writes so very, very well. He's accomplishing it significantly better than Tom King ever did on Batman.
Yeah.
He's writing that line very well between, sad, dark, scary, and funny. Tom King never got that.
He didn't get that, especially with Joker. He didn't understand it.
I'm not going to spoil what happens, but it looks like our big baddie has plans in store for Harley as well. On top of that, Batman and Joker are sent on their next impossible task, which involves a train speeding towards Metropolis filled with people celebrating a wedding. And we get even more revelations into the testing at the pharmaceutical company, at the drug. And this is the Batman book right now. If you're not reading this, you are wrong. If you think Tom King's Batman was Toast Mazeballs and the bestest ever, you are wrong. Kyle, are they wrong?
They're wrong.
You are wrong. This is where it's at. This is what you get when you have a talented storyteller and cartoonist telling a superhero comic book story, not living out their depression because they don't want to go to fucking therapy.
True.
Strongest recommends.
Yeah, this is textbook pacing, artwork, and how to tell a Batman story.
Yes.
Correctly. I love the pacing in this. And it's not just because you're on a speeding train.
I don't want to spoil it. You cannot spoil what happens.
I don't want to. It's so fucking awesome. It is just so my heart was racing reading it. I was just like, how's it gonna get out of this? This isn't even possible. I don't even think this is even gonna work. And I absolutely loved it. I didn't see it going where I thought it was going. So man, this is so fun. It just feels new and fresh. I don't know. It's different from anything else.
It's a comic book.
Yeah.
It's an action-packed comic. This is what I shouldn't have to see action-packed comics. It's what comic books should be.
Yes.
This is everything a comic book should be. Mark Silvestri understands that. He is a storyteller.
Yep.
He is a cartoonist. All in one. He gets it.
Story first.
Yes.
It's perfect. It's damn near perfect book.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every issue has been borderline perfect.
Yes,
I cannot wait till this is all collected.
Oh.
I'm going to get the fully colored version. I'm going to get the black and white pencil version.
Yep.
Yeah, it's perfect.
There are many deluxe and absolute versions of this. Yeah.
People will be talking about this.
They should be.
For years after this is finished. And if you haven't been reading this, like I said, he's going to say, I'll say it again. You are wrong, Kyle.
You're wrong.
This is the Batman book.
Yes, it is.
So there you have it, guys. That's the top 10 of the week. What do you think? Am I correct? Is Kyle maybe 50% correct? Please do let us know in the comments, guys. And please remember to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. It's down there somewhere. Usually we'll be on Max's channel on Friday. Talk about this past week in comics.
This guy.
And talking about that probably. And we'll see you guys again on Friday.